All right, y'all. I was wrong. And I'm sorry. All right. So Wale, everything is a lot. Here's the deal. The album hard. I gotta give it to you. I'm be honest. When I first turned it on, I was a little skeptical. Right. I heard the joint he played for Jadakiss and Fat Joe, and I was like, all right, that joint pretty smooth. You know, no offense, because I'm a Wale fan, but I thought it was like a typical Wale track. You know, we're gonna have smooth rhythm, flows, punches. The rhyme is gonna be insane. Got it, right? But it wasn't gonna be like, you know, snap, punch, kick, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a pop pop J. Cole verse, or like a smooth top lyric Jay-Z. And I know I'm comparing all over, y'all. Don't get me in the comments, right? But I'm saying, you know a Wale track, you know what I'm saying? And I'll give it to Wale. Like, Wale has made some of the best R&B hip hop collabs to date, straight up. You know, Pineapple. I mean, I could just think of so many. Even, yeah, when he was with Maybach Music, then when he was on his own, I think the Forlorn album has some joints. I think he has some on the Ambition album. I mean, non-stop, you know. But if you think, and this is what supports my argument, think about Wale and Meek Mill on the Ambition song. Wale, Meek Mill, and Ross. Regardless of how you feel about Meek Mill, or maybe how I feel about Meek Mill had the hardest verse on there to me. You know, Wale joint was nice. It was perfect for that track. It kind of leveled it out. But as far as those spitting rhyme fire, yeah, man, Meek came. He came and he conquered, right? So when I heard the album was coming and stuff, I was like, all right, you know. But then I had to listen to it twice. Wale, good job. He did his thing. He had some hits on there, and I usually don't name tracks because I do this while I'm on the go, and so I would have to do that by memory, which means they would have to absolutely stand out. Like, there's this track out right now with this young lady in Ransom from Up Top. A Ransom. Hey yo, and I got put on to Ransom by the homie Dave East. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so check this out. So Wale album, Everything Is a Lot. First of all, the title. And it came off like, it's about to be one of those. It's gonna be nice, but you know, mellow, end of the day, you know, couple hit lyrics, you know what I'm saying? Not nothing where it's gonna be like dun 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 dun. That's the track with Wale and J. Cole from way back. What was the song they did together and the shoestring was the graphic? Y'all gotta let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's where we at with that. Wale, I apologize. I took a long time to properly give you some credit for this album because I didn't know what was gonna go down. But hey, you got it. You did your thing. I heard your DC swag and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Wale from DC, right? Yeah. So anyway, y'all have an amazing day. I had to go ahead and show some love. Wale, Everything Is a Lot. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. I ain't get paid for this. All right, Jay.